my name is Mihn and today I will be sharing with you guys my creation. I will be illustrating what caused me or what inspired me for this color and style today. Well, Pina Colada was actually my inspiration, and the reason why Pina Colada was my inspiration was because Pina Colada has been part of my life for so many years. A couple of years ago, I would say 25 years ago, I lived back in Puerto Rico, and my mom, she owned a restaurant on the beach in Isla Verde. And my job and my responsibility was actually to create and to serve our clients Pina Colada. And today, not only I serve Pina Colada, but now, because it inspired me, now I'm looking deep into the colors. Because the pineapple, which is part of the color that I chose, has a very intense gold, okay? And the pineapple, it's a very nice, warm, but yet bright color, okay? Now, the coconut mixed with the pineapple gives you a blend of a soft, creamy look, okay? So we will be working today with our color, and I'll be sharing with you part of my culture, part of what I like to do, which is enjoying the reason why I do what I do. For my formulation, I use the 4 basic rules. Her natural level is a level 6, and she did have 15% of gray, which doesn't really matter. She doesn't have a lot of gray. The level desired is level 9, and the desired tone, it will be a gold tone. That will be for her base color. And I will use the 9G Soul color with 30 volume. And I will start by parting in 4 sections, making sure that the hair is tightly secured. I will section her hair from ear to ear and front and back. There will be my 4 sections. Okay, so now after mixing my formulation, the 9 gold with a 30 volume, I am mixing the color so the developer and the color can mix well together. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start my application on the outline of my section. So it's important that the brush is dry and clean to apply this color. And I will take the color at least an inch from the new growth area to close to the roots, but just 1 inch away. So now that I finish my application on the outline, I will proceed and do my regrowth application, taking small subsections, making sure that the hair is saturated on both sides. So now that I'm almost done the back, I will move to the front and do the same application in the front. So now, after applying the color from mid-shaft to ends, she will process for 35 minutes. Okay. So I decided to do something differently. Now that her full color virgin application is washed and rinsed out with Color Last shampoo, now I want to work on her haircut. And the reason why I want to work on her haircut is because I would like to create my placements of the foils according to the haircut that I will be creating right now, okay? So I'll be working with a line. I'm going to use the Oil Wonders Sharp Oil. I love using this at the salon. It makes it so much easier. And the scissors, they glide so much softer. For hair cutting, this is really good. For my sectioning, for my A-line bob, what I'm going to do, I am going to separate from the highest point of the head to the ear, and I'll do the same on the other side. I will work on my guideline my guideline will be shorter in the middle and longer on the outsides, okay? So I will work in a diagonal. I place my fingers to where I want the angle to be. Like I said, shorter in the middle and longer on the sides. I will measure both ends just to make sure that they're same length on both sides. Okay. Bringing my second section down. And my third section, pinning it up and securing it. Okay. I'll do the same with the second section. With my hands, my fingers are angled and they're facing down to create the short part of the haircut, like I said, in the middle and the longest on the outside. Okay. Bringing my third section down. Okay. I will do the same. And if it doesn't reach, it's okay. I have some hairs here, very, very little. But I have. So I'll just make sure, like I said, the positions of my finger will determine the diagonal A-line bob. So now that I worked on my guideline, which determines the length that I want my A-line bob to be, I am going to be working now on my 45-degree for stacking. Okay. So what I will do, I'll take small sections. Okay. Small sections. And I will bring it out from the head in a 45 angle position. And I will do the same angles all the way in the back from side to side. Always using the guide in the section before the section that I'm working with. Okay, so the same thing on this side. I'll take some of where I had already decided where my guide was gonna be, and I'll use that for my next section. Working on my second section, the higher you go, the less you cut, because I'm really looking for stacking on the very bottom. So I'm looking for fullness on this part of her head. I like to just place the hair in a stacking position as I am cutting, because I get to see I'm using this as my guide, bringing the sides towards the center, and that creates length bringing this third section down. Okay. I elevate this complete section, and it's very little that I have to cut off. Okay. I like to use the point cutting technique. And the reason why I like to use the point cutting technique is because you get a soft finish on the ends. And like I said, now that I'm working on the top section, it's very, very little that I have left to cut. Very little. I like to finish my haircut when I'm done with the style, so that way I can use texturizing shears or the razor on the very ends, so I can create that soft look on the very ends. Okay, so because I'm looking for length in her front, I will take the front section and I will connect it to the guide on the very end of her backside. For both. For the guideline, very little. Bringing everything back just makes it a lot easier and a lot faster. And you're creating the length for the A-line bob. And I will use the same exact technique on the other side of the front, using the guideline on the outer side part of my back section. Like I said, very little to be cut. Looking to keep the length and using my fingers in a diagonal angle because that would help. You see? For the length to be longer in the front, and also it gives me the effect of the A-line bob. Okay, so now that I'm almost completed her haircut, I am going to work towards highlighting her hair. Okay, for highlighting her sectioning, it's going to be, I'm going to use the horseshoe technique because I like it when I'm able to use freestyle in the front area to give her highlights and lots of lighting in the front area towards where she parts, and I want the color to blend in softly and to fall where she naturally parts her hair. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to air dry her hair a little bit so I can work with her highlights. I'm going to be using Color Master and 30 volume. Okay, they're going to process until I can lift until a level, I would say 9 or 10. And then I would like to gloss it with the Glaze 10V from Color Sync. Okay, so to give her like a soft cream smoothie look. So what I'm going to do with my highlights is, since the color, the hair, the length, you're not going to be able to see the color on the bottom. So I'm going to work on the half side of the back. Like I said, working brick lay, I will weave and some slice. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to use very small, thin, not small, thin sections so I can have a good saturation on both sides of the hair. Okay, making sure that I get very, very close to the new growth, but not on the scalp. I will fold and secure. Like I said, I will do freestyle brick lay placement for the highlights. Like to place a little bit of the color master first on this side, not so close, and maneuver the foil, the hair as I need to. Fold, close, and secure. Okay? I can fit a little one on this side, so that's what I'll do. Okay? So it doesn't matter whether what I'm looking for, whether the sections of the foil where I'm weaving or slicing, it doesn't really matter whether they're thin or, wide or narrow, because what I'm looking for is for the subsection to be really, really fine so I can get the proper saturation on my foils. And like I said, I place the color master here so it sticks to the hair, and then I will brush it down. Place the formulation of my color master on the hair. Softly, I will brush. I'm going to show you guys. I will brush towards the new growth, so it's softly, but not, I don't want to leave a glob because I do not want to have that heavy line of demarcation on her new growth area. Placing it very close to the new growth. The reason why I do it like that is because I want, when we wash, shampoo the hair, and rinse out the foils, we don't want to see like a long separation from the new growth and the new highlights, because then it'll look like she already needs a touch-up. So what I do here, like I said, brick lay, I will place a foil here, and one over here. Now I'm slicing. And the reason why I am slicing is because I want the color to show a little more, to brighten up the gold tone. And I would like to see how the colors, they blend together with each other. Like I said, brushing it softly towards the new growth. Okay, close and secure. I'll place one here to break where there's a separation between the subsection on the bottom and this foil. Okay. So now, okay, this is my horseshoe area, so it's okay. It's still part of the back, so it's okay for me to take part of that section and use it for part of my back. I'm weaving, but I'm still brick laying, okay? Apply the color here, spread it towards the ends, make sure that it's well saturated, and working my way up softly. And you notice that the brush is sideways instead of doing it like that, because you have like a softer finish when you use this technique. Close and secure. Okay. I want to get as close as I can. Okay. To hold. And brush with my brush sideways, getting as close as I can to the new growth. Okay. Closing and securing. As I work in the horseshoe area, this is where I will freestyle according to how her hair falls. That's where I will place the foil. Some I will do back to back, and some I will leave at least 1/4 of an inch of space to place the other foil. The reason why I do some slicing and some weaving is because, especially in this area, I would like some more of the lighter color to show. Now the cool thing about placing the foil in this angle is that, like we mentioned before, her parting will be on the right hand side towards the left hand side, so that's exactly where the highlights are going to be falling towards. This next foil I will place back to back. Now that my highlights has been rinsed with the Color Last Care shampoo, now I will proceed to air dry her hair 100% and blow it smooth with body so we can appreciate the color, the haircut, and the style. It's so annoying. I'm almost done. These are my finishing touches that I have. I am using the Oil Wonder Controlling Serum for smooth and shine. As I said before, I like to come back and texturize the ends a little. And I like to use my texturizing shears for my finishing touches with my haircut A-line stack bob. This is my finished look inspired by Pina Colada. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys soon.